Hello everyone, today we are going to discuss Hassler chart. So in this lecture, first of all, we are going to discuss when these Hassler charts are used. Secondly, what are these Hassler charts? And thirdly, how they are used with the help of an example. Now, when Hassler charts are used? So Hassler charts are used in transient heat conduction. What is transient heat conduction? Process of the conduction when temperature of a body changes with time is known as transient heat conduction, and the simplest example of transient heat conduction is heat treatment of the metals. When Biot number is less than 0.1 under transient heat conduction, we use Lambda analysis, and when Biot number varies between 0.1 and 100 in transient heat conduction, we use Hassler chart. Lumped analysis is a analytic method. Hassler chart is a graphical method, and when the Biot number is greater than 100, then we use numerical methods to solve the problem. So what is problem? So basically in heat transfer process, the basic problem is to determine the temperature of a body with respect to time and space. In lumped method, basically the temperature distribution is a function of Biot number and the Fourier number, and temperature distribution is given by this formula. Okay, in Hassler chart, the temperature distribution is the function of Biot number, Fourier number, and the location of the point. Now, what is the meaning of Biot number is less than 0.1? What is the physical significance of this statement? It means the temperature of a body do not vary with respect to space at a given time, because conductive resistance of the body is negligible as compared to the convective resistance. It is the meaning of very low value of the Biot number. It means if a ball which is initially at the temperature of 400 degrees centigrade is placed in a environment of 40 degrees centigrade, okay, but suppose after 5 minutes the temperature of the body is changed from 400 degrees centigrade to the 200 degree centigrade, but temperature of the body is not varying with space. Whatever the temperature is at the center of the body, same temperature is at the outer surface of the body in both cases. Okay, so we can determine the temperature at any time, suppose 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 6 minutes, by using this formula in lumped analysis. Okay, now come to our Hassler chart. In Hassler chart, what happens? In Hassler chart, temperature distribution is a function of Biot number, Fourier number, and space coordinates. In lumped analysis, temperature is not varying with space, but in Hassler chart, temperature is varying with space. Hence, temperature distribution is also a function of space coordinate. Now, consider a plate. So we are showing thickness of the plate. Now, the statement Biot number varies between 0.1 to 100 shows that there is a variation of the temperature from the center to the surface of the plate. So at different location in the plate, temperature may also vary with space. If we want to solve this type of problem, we need to use the Hassler chart. Now here, if we want to determine the temperature at any time, at any location in the body with the help of Hassler chart, then we need to determine these two factors. First factor is this and second factor is this. T is temperature at any point at a given time in the body. Ta is the temperature of the environment. Ti is initial temperature of the body. Suppose the plate which is having 800 degrees centigrade temperature is placed in a air which is having 40 degrees centigrade temperature. Okay, now Ti here is 800 degrees centigrade, Ta is 40 degrees centigrade. Now temperature of the plate is varying with respect to time because there is a heat transfer between the plate and the environment. So now we are going to discuss what are Hassler charts. So there are basically two types of Hassler chart. First one is main Hassler chart and second type is corrective Hassler chart. So from this, first Hassler chart is a graph between Fourier number and the temperature distribution T naught minus Ta divided by Ti minus Ta. So what is the significance of this chart? So from this chart we can determine the value of this factor, this. So how can we determine the value of this factor? So to determine the value of this factor, first of all we need to have two parameter. First one is Fourier's number and second one is Biot number. So first of all we will determine the value of 1 upon Biot number. Suppose in this case the value is 7. So we have selected the line of the 1 upon Biot number. Now according to the Fourier number we will draw a vertical line. Suppose the value of the Fourier number is 5. Fourier number is given on the x-axis. Suppose for our problem the value of the Fourier number is 5. So we will draw a vertical line according the value of the Fourier number and we will locate the point where this vertical line intersects the line of 1 upon Biot number. Now we will draw a horizontal line from this point to the vertical axis and we will read the value of this factor on the y-axis. So from this method we can determine the value of this factor. Now looking at the second type of Hassler chart, in this chart this is the chart between 1 upon Biot number and the temperature distribution T minus Ta divided by T naught minus Ta, and these are the curved line corresponding to the x by L value where LC is characteristic length. So for as we already know, for the flat plate the characteristic length is the half of the thickness of the plate. So if our objective is to determine the value of the temperature at a point 100 mm distant from the mid plane of the plate and the thickness of the plate is half thickness of the plate is 500 mm, then so we will choose the curve. So for our value the curve will be 0.2. So these are curve for the x by L which varies from 0.01 to the 1. Okay, so we will select the curve according to our problem. So this curve basically depends on the location within the plate. So we will select, suppose our curve is 0.8. So we have selected this curve and now we will look at the value of the 1 upon Biot number. So in the case the value was 7. So according to the value of the 1 upon Biot number we will draw a vertical line. We will locate the point of the intersection of the x upon L curve and this vertical line. From this point we will draw a horizontal line and note the value on the y-axis. From this value we can determine the value of this factor, and suppose the value of this factor is 0.9 and this factor is 0.8, and from these value we can determine the value the temperature at any point within this plate. Hello everyone, now we are going to discuss a problem based on the Hassler chart. According to the problem, a 60 mm thick steel plate which is having thermal conductivity of 42.6 watts per meter degree centigrade and thermal diffusivity as 0.043 meter square per hour initially at 440 degree centigrade is suddenly exposed on both sides to an environment with convective heat transfer coefficient of 235 watts per meter square degree centigrade and temperature 50 degree centigrade. So according to the problem, a plate which is having a thickness of 60 mm, okay, the plate is having thermal conductivity and thermal diffusivity like this. This plate is exposed to an environment on both sides, okay. Now the temperature of the environment is 50 degree centigrade and the convective heat transfer coefficient is 235 watts per meter square degree centigrade and the initial temperature of the plate is 440 degree centigrade. Now further determine the center line temperature and the temperature inside the plate 15 mm from the mid plane after 4.3 minutes. Now, according to the problem, the temperature at the center line of the plate is asked after a time lag of 4.3 minutes. Okay, so initially the temperature of the plate is 440 degrees centigrade. Now we need to determine the temperature at the center of the plate after 4.3 minutes in first part. Secondly, we need to determine the value of the temperature at a point which is at a distance of 15 mm from the center line after 4.3 minutes. Okay, now first of all we need to determine the value of Biot number. As we already know, Biot number is given by HLC by K. Here LC is characteristic length. As we already know, the characteristic length for flat plate is given by the half of the thickness. So thickness is 60, so characteristic length is 30 mm. Now substitute the value of characteristic length in this formula. We know already the value of H and K. So Biot number comes out to be 0.165. As we already know, we can use Hassler chart if Biot number varies between 0.1 and 100. So we can use Hassler chart for this problem. As we already know, for Hassler chart we need to have two values. For first type of Hassler chart, this value is basically as y-axis, Fourier number is at as x-axis, and 1 upon Biot number are basically the line on the chart. Okay, so Fourier number is given by alpha tau upon LC square. We know the value of alpha LC and tau time is 4.3 minutes. So Fourier number comes out to be 3.4. 1 upon Biot number comes out to be 6.06. So according to the Hassler chart, for Fourier number of 3.4 and 1 upon Biot number 6.6, the value of this factor comes out to be 0.6. So we are going to discuss how this value comes out, how we can determine the value of this factor from the Hassler chart. Now we will discuss how to see the Hassler chart. As we already discussed, the Hassler chart is between the factor T naught minus TA divided by Ti minus Ta and Fourier's number. These lines are given for various values of 1 upon Biot number. So first of all, we need to select the line from these a number of lines. So for our problem, the value of 1 upon Biot number is 6. So we have selected this line out of all lines. Okay, so we have selected this line. Okay, for our problem, the value of Fourier's number is 3.4. So from the graph we will select this point and we will go vertically upward. So when these two lines the line of 1 upon Biot number and this line intersect at this point. So we will mark this point, and from this point we will draw a horizontal line. So from this we can obtain the value of the factor, which comes out to be 0.6. So this is how we can see the Hassler chart. From the Hassler chart we can see we have determined the value of this factor as 0.6. As we already know, the value of TA is 50 degree centigrade, TI is 440 degree centigrade. So from this factor we can determine the value of T naught. After solving, the value of T naught comes out to be 284 degree centigrade. So first part of the numerical is solved. So we have determined the value of the temperature at the mid plane of the plate after 4.3 minutes, okay, which comes out to be 284 degree centigrade. So now we have to determine the value of temperature at a point which is at a distance of 15 mm from the mid plane of the plate. Okay, so as we already know, for second type of Hassler chart we need to have the value of these two, x by LC and 1 upon Biot number, and we can determine the value of this factor from the Hassler chart. Okay, so as we already have determined the value of 1 upon Biot number, which is basically 6.06. Now we need to determine the value of x by LC. Here x is the distance of the point from the mid plane. So here value of x is 15 mm and LC is characteristic length. So characteristic length is basically here 30 mm. So ratio comes out to be 0.5. So now further we are going to determine the value of this factor from the Hassler chart. Now we will see how to see the correction factor chart. As we already know, these charts are between the factor T minus TA divided by T naught minus TA and 1 upon Biot number. These curves are corresponding to the values of x by LC. In our problem, the value of the factor x by LC is 0.5. Now we can see this curve is corresponding to 0.8, this is 0.6 and this is according to 0.4. So we can select any of this curve and we will take the value of the middle point of these two curves. So suppose I am taking this curve 0.6. The value of 1 upon Biot is 6. So we will select this line. So from here we will go forward, we will go vertically upward. So this vertically upward line, okay, intersect the value curve of 0.6 here. Okay, so we will take the value which is between the 0.6 and 0.4. So we are taking this point. So we can see this point is just above this horizontal line. We will draw a horizontal line from here and we will note the value on the y-axis. So we can see the value on the y-axis comes out to be around 0.97 because this line is corresponding to 0.95. So our point is just above this line. So value is around 0.97. From Hassler chart, the value of this factor T minus TA divided by T naught minus TA comes out to be 0.97. In this factor we know the value of TA, which is 50 degree centigrade, T naught is 284 degree centigrade. After substituting this value in this factor, we can solve for the value of T. So value of T comes out to be 276.9 degree centigrade. So in this problem, the temperature at the point which is at a distance of 15 mm from the center line comes out to be 276.9 degree centigrade. So we will stop here.